I think it's just so easy to keep consuming content um, by scrolling on Reels or going on YouTube or just listening to podcasts all day when you're driving or when you're going on a walk. And I think in my experience, this just kind of leads to this overstimulation of information, and sort of you become bloated with information. You get like mental constipation. And I think that's what leads to the brain rot, which I think I have, or I had for a very long time. And I'm still trying to reduce slowly. But yeah, it's just difficult because it's just really trained us with our short attention span. And I think a good method in sort of counteracting that is to produce and to create. Essentially, like, create more than you consume. Because I just think of it this way, like the analogy of like digestion. If you constantly eat and eat without ever, expelling any of that energy through, pooping or peeing or just energy expenditure like exercise, then you're eventually going to overload your digestive system and you'll usually end up sick or just feeling unwell. Even when you eat like a huge meal and you don't move and you're constipated, like your stomach's gonna hurt, your digestive system's gonna hurt. And I think it's the same way with our brains and the overstimulations of information. All these like dopamine hits. And I think even in biologically in plants, like they consume sunlight and carbon dioxide, and from that they produce oxygen. I think in the same way as humans, we receive all this information in order to apply it to future situations and just for creative means as well. Like, we are given frontal lobes and these complex brains to have good critical reasoning, critical thinking, and just the ability to create, be it through writing or through, I don't know, making videos or art, or I don't know, literally anything that your brain can create and put out. I think there should be some sort of like equal exchange of what you're consuming and what you're putting out. I think just balance is important in life. Everything in moderation, right? I think it's okay to consume things. It's really good because you're learning a lot of things new every day. We have so much access to information nowadays. We're increasing our repertoire of skills and of just all these tips that you normally can't get just within like your own spoken community. But I think it's important to sort of put something out there or just have a creative outlet or just something that you can apply it to. For example, what's the point of learning all these things at school, all this information, if they're not being put to use? And they're usually put to use through tests or through assignments, exams. I think it's just the same way with how we view social media. I think we should have some sort of outlet. That's just what I'm trying to say. But I think that's just a solution, my opinion, of how we can reduce brain rot if you want to get rid of it. I think it's just a good reminder to start using your brain and start using your free will, because you can do a lot of things. You can create a lot of things. You can make a lot of things. It doesn't always have to be creative and artsy, but also just like practical means as well. Building things physically. Just doing something with your time other than consuming. I hope this is helpful. Yeah, I'm just thinking a lot, so I just thought might as well record. See. if it's useful for anyone. And if not, then it's a good reminder for me to go back on and to rewatch.